貸してくれ、緑谷少年。
はい。
Okay, so are we actually close to the finale of My Hero Academia? Okay, so take this with a grain of salt. This is just a prediction of mine based on the leaks of My Hero Academia chapter 422. As of the moment of me recording this, it's leaked. It's not really official by the time you're watching this video. It's probably officially dropped, but honestly, it does feel like we're actually getting closer and closer to the ending of My Hero Academia, and for a few reasons. Honestly, it just seems like pretty much everything is wrapped up. You got Shigaraki, who's essentially... Oh yeah, by the way, this video is going to contain spoilers if you haven't been keeping up. Also kind of theories, more or less. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I feel like pretty much like all this stuff in My Hero Academia has for the most part been concluded. Shigaraki is essentially gone. At this point, you got All For One back from the dead, using Tomura's body to essentially do his own thing. Most of the villains have actually been wiped out. And as of the moment of the latest chapter, Deku Midoriya is essentially just going hands out. Like you saw in this chapter, he blitzed, he did the Yusei run type of run actually, which I think is only canonical to the first My Hero Academia movie, but it's pretty cool that we actually got something like that in the manga now. Like when I was reading it, I played the music, it fits so perfectly. I know when this thing gets animated in a few years, it's gonna be probably one of the hypest moments. And if you didn't read last week's chapter 421, where Deku is just running straight, powerless, quirkless, into the face of danger, now that is a true hero right there, an absolute monster of a unit. Like he's going in with no powers, no quirk, he doesn't really have access to All For One or 1-4 or whatever the case is at the moment. He's just going in there as a human. Despite him losing most of his ability, he is still gonna try his best to be a hero, which honestly I gotta admire. To me, My Hero Academia, it's a really good series. The fan base, it's kind of toxic, it kind of sucks, but the series itself is pretty good. Now I know a lot of people criticize Horikoshi for his writing. Sometimes they call it My Disney Academia, but it is genuinely a good series. I don't know what too many people expect. It's a shonen series. Obviously not too many characters are gonna die. You're gonna have some of these cool moments, but I really do love the character interactions, how everyone is hyping Deku all around him. They see him powerless, yet they still go for him. In this latest chapter, everyone is cheering him on. Everyone from the entirety of Japan, his mom, his dad, All Might is cheering him, like watching him through the screen as he's fighting, blood, sweat, and tears, just to defeat All For One or 1-4. Damn, I get them really confused. But yeah, it is pretty cool just seeing him just like run straight into danger, no balls, just going in. Like he doesn't know whether he's gonna survive, whether he's gonna live. He's just going in at it, and we got this beautiful panel. It just looks really cool, and like how everyone, the entirety of Class 1A is just there helping them clear a pathway just to defeat the main villain. Honestly, it's got to be really cool. Now, My Hero Academia is one of those series that people really trash on, but it's honestly pretty good. At least the manga, to me, has always been one of those things that's been pretty damn entertaining. Now the anime can go like either way. It can be good, it can be bad, but no, this series has overall been pretty good. What's crazy is the fact that it's been 10 years since My Hero Academia, the manga, started, which honestly is pretty wild. I think it's about time the series concludes, and I really do feel like most of the things and the story has for the most part been wrapped up. We're at chapter 422. My prediction is that it's gonna end within the next 8 chapters, mostly because I think ending it at chapter 430 would make a lot more sense than ending it at, like, say chapter 442 or 442, 450, because I don't think you can drag out the story for however much longer that you need. Pretty much everything has been wrapped up. You got the conclusion to Bakugo's story, you got the conclusion to All Might's story, you got the conclusion to Todoroki's story. I really do believe most of the character arcs, most of the stories have been wrapped up for the most part. Maybe just filler stuff needs to be wrapped up, but overall I do think it's gonna end pretty good, or really soon. The signs are kind of pointing for Deku to win. Do I see a twist happening? No, yes, maybe. I do foresee maybe one major character dying, but other than that, no, I really don't think too much is gonna actually happen. I do believe this story is gonna be wrapped up within the next 8 chapters or so. At least that's just my prediction. I could be wrong. I'll make a video if I am wrong, if it doesn't end within the next 8 chapters, within the next 10 chapters. But I honestly do believe it's gonna end really soon, maybe 2 months from now, because Horikoshi did say this series is supposed to be ending. Honestly, the way it's going, I think it's gonna be pretty good. We've only had some of our good moments, some of our bad moments, but yeah, this chapter was really good. Now, if you have read the latest chapter for JJK, not so much, man, but overall, good chapter. Series is almost over. What do you guys think of this chapter? Have you guys been reading the final arc of My Hero Academia? Do you guys like it? Have you been enjoying it? Anyways, yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Also, the anime so far has been really good.